Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing a guitar tutorial slash cover of Mechanical Rhythm from Xenoblade Chronicles. This one was requested like a couple times. But the remaster of the game came out like a couple months ago, and this was just a really cool song from the soundtrack. I thought it would be a good one to do. A lot of the songs I do on this channel don't have actual guitar parts, and this one does. So, when I do tutorials for a lot of other songs, I'm not making up, but I'm kind of like intuitively deciding the articulations to use. And this one, it was a little different because there's an actual guitar part to learn. So I had a lot of fun learning it, and this one was definitely a little bit more difficult than a lot of the other stuff I do on this channel. So, with that being said, I'm going to play the song. I'll have like a tab scroll at the bottom. I tabbed it all out and stuff. And then after I'm done playing it, I'll probably go over like a couple parts at the end of the video that I thought were specifically challenging, or parts where I thought I would show off the techniques I'm using. So if you want to stick around and kind of see what I'm doing as far as certain techniques, you can, feel free. With that being said, I'm going to play the song now. So, the first thing you'll notice is that this track is in drop D. So, a lot of songs, in fact, I think this is the first time I've ever been in drop D, like, in a tutorial on my channel. I usually don't tune down because I have a floating bridge, and I had one on my last guitar too, but I actually like drop D a lot, so I decided to do it for this song. And I usually do this thing where even if it's like clearly in a drop tuning, or if it clearly has a capo or something, I try to still do it in standard just because I like can't be bothered to like change my tuning. But in this instance, I thought it was absolutely necessary to tune to drop D. This song starts with this riff, and you pretty much have to be in drop D to like reasonably play that, unless you want to do it an octave up, but obviously you don't want to do that. So I'm just going to go through a couple parts in the song that I thought were like particularly difficult. are particularly like strange. There's some strange like stuff happening in the song. At a lot of points, the guitar is actually really low in the mix to make room for like the orchestral sounds, which, you know, it sounds great, but like sometimes it's hard to tell like an exact rhythm that the guitar is doing or an exact like chord or power chord or whatever. So I just did my best with what I had, and I think what I came up with for the guitar part was like pretty reasonable and pretty alright. So going through the riffs of the song, the first kind of like difficult riff to play in the song is this one. And that's actually a pinch harmonic. And it just happens really quickly. And I guess I'll just like go through how to play that real quick. So you slide up to the 5th fret of the G string, 5/7, 5/7 on the D string. Then it's 2/3 on the D string. So it's just like a whole hand position change. You have 3rd fret on the C string. Sorry, the note is C. The 3rd fret on the A string. And that's a pinch harmonic. And it just comes super fast. It's like pretty high tempo. I think it's like 130, 131-ish. And you do that and it just leads in the next part. But yeah, this one little lick, it repeats throughout the song. I think I end up playing like 5 or 6 times throughout the song. And yeah, that lick actually does change keys at a certain point in the song, so you end up playing it 3/2 steps higher up here. But since there's no open strings in the riff, it's just as easy as moving the whole shape up 3 frets. And I would say that like riff is probably the hardest part throughout the whole thing, like even including the solos, just because usually when it gets time to play that riff, you're always at like an awkward hand position down here or something, and then you have to slide up. So that one takes the most practice for sure, but it's honestly not that bad. So I did want to spend a little bit of time to talk about the actual guitar solo. So this part. Yeah, you get the idea. I guess I'll go through note by note and kind of give insight onto what I'm doing and what I think the guitarist is doing. So I do slide. Actually, I don't think he does a slide, but I do a slide. It sounds cool. Slide 10 on the G string, 12 on the G string, 13 on the G string. That's 11 on the B string. Hammer on to the 13 on the B string. And he does a little. It's a little bit different because there's this guitar solo is basically taking the place of like an orchestral section earlier, and he's taking over the melody. The melody, when the orchestral instruments play it, like the string section, they do 16th notes there. In the guitar solo, it's actually just 8th notes, so that gives a little bit more space. So, and that would just be back down to 11 on the B string, 13 on the G string, and then 12 on the G string. And don't be afraid to give it some crazy vibrato. This is definitely the kind of solo that needs a lot of vibrato. So, and then there's just like a cool little trill there. And I actually pick it again, pick that 12th fret again, and this is all like 30-second notes, like super quick. 12, 13, 12, 10, just hammer-ons, pull-offs. And then we have some more 16th notes. So from the beginning, that part, it goes back up 12, 13, 11 on the B string, and then immediately just back down to 12 on the G string. So and then so that would be just a cool little C minor arpeggio. So you go, this is 8th fret on the G string, 10th fret on the D string, and then you have 12th fret on the G string, 9th fret on the B string, and it's important that this is a slide up to 11th fret on the B string. So 13th fret on the G string, and then 12th fret on the G string, pinch harmonic. There, that's the one I'm looking for. And slide up to the 13, and keep that pinch harmonic intact as much as possible. And then you land on the 10th fret on the G string, but it's more like a slide. So he does, so like, it's a technique I don't really ever do, but you land on the note, but you're already kind of sliding upwards, which is a little bit different, but, and then when you get to the 13th fret, you pick it again, and then use your second finger to hit the high E string, so you're skipping a string, and you're hitting that note, 13th fret on the high E string. Then you're bending the 16th fret of the B string up 2 half steps, so it's supposed to sound like this note. So, alright, so all together. Oh, sorry. And then you have this little, that's 16 to 18 on the high E string, and you sort of just have to jump right up there right after you finish with this bend, or whatever it is. Yeah, that's it. So 16, 18 on the high E string, and bend that sucker up to the 2 half steps, so it's supposed to sound like this. And then 16 on the high E string, 18 on the B string, 16 again, hit it twice, and then finally 18 on the B string. And then it goes into the next crazy part. But yeah, I mean, just check out the tabs, play it along with the song, play it slow, and eventually you'll get it. If you have any questions, I mean, feel free to email me. I answer emails all the time. I'll I have a Facebook, but I don't check the Facebook anymore. And I'm pretty sure I'm locked out of my old Twitter. I should really get rid of those, but seriously, if you have any questions, I answer email every single time. And I'll probably answer comments too, hell. But yeah, and if you're interested, I give guitar lessons, just email me, I'll answer your questions. Yeah. And I guess one more thing, if you have any more suggestions for songs I should do on the channel, leave them in the comments below. I'm going to be looking into doing more these next couple months. So yeah, just let me know. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys.